Welcome back to my next video. It's the start of the second quarter for UC Irvine against Hawaii. The ball gets passed into the front court, pass to the wing, pass back up top, pass back to the wing, pass inside, but get a rejected pass by Irvine, so it'd be Hawaii ball. The ref is waiting for Hawaii player to go check it in. Puts the ball up, looking for an open player. She can't find nobody, and it finally checks in to the wing, to the corner, back to the wing, back up top of the court. Pass to the wing, pass back to top. She spins, turns, air ball off the board. Hawaii gets a rebound. It looks like there's another jump ball, so it'll be Irvine ball. She passes to Yara May. Pass it back, pass it to the corner, pass it to the wing. A screen inside the paint, try to shoot a fadeaway, but couldn't get a foul. But there's a foul on the play, so it'll be side out, Hawaii ball. Full court pressure for Irvine, double team. She passed the ball to her teammate who's in front of her, who dribbles the ball up front. She dribbles to the wing, pass it to the corner, pass it in the paint, who shoots the ball off the rim. Rebound Hawaii, back out to the top of the three-point line. She pass it back in the paint for a two-pointer Hawaii to make the score 16-11 Hawaii. Irvine dribbles the ball up front court. A screen, who goes in the paint. She shoots a two-pointer who misses. Good boxing out for Hawaii, who gets the rebound and full pressure. So she passes to her teammate who's right next to her and who runs up front court. Passes to the wing. Passes it up top court. Passes in the paint. Who being double teamed, she passes back out. Passes to the wing, and there's a travel call. So it'll be Irvine ball, travel on Hawaii. And there'll be a substitute being made. Irvine passes the ball up, who dribbles up front court. Pass the ball to the wing, pass it back up top, who runs in front court, up in the paint, and misses a two-pointer for rebound Hawaii, and who's running up from their side of the court. She passes up in the paint too high, out of bounds on Hawaii, so it'll be Irvine ball. Ball gets inbounded. Irvine runs up their side of the court, passes to the wing, pass it back up top, pass it back to the wing, and back top, and shoots a three, misses, and a rebound Hawaii, and who throws it away. Pass it back out behind the three-point line, pass it back up top. A screen, who goes up in the paint, but passes back out. Who try to go in, try a steal by Hawaii almost, but she avoided it. Who passes it back out for a three-pointer, Irvine, to make the score 16-14. Hawaii dribbles the ball up front court. Who pass it to the wing, pass it back up top, pass it to the other side of the wing, pass it back up top, pass it back to the other side of the wing, pass it back up top, pass it back to the wing again, who shoots a three and misses off the rim, and Irvine gets the rebound. That nearly goes out of bounds, but doesn't. She runs up court, goes in the paint, trying to a spin, a pass back out behind the three-point line in the wing, a handoff. A screen, and she's running in, and she doesn't follow for a floater, but there's an offensive foul. Causes a charge by Irvine, so it'll be Hawaii ball, and Irvine making a couple changes. Hawaii inbounds the ball, who passes to the wing on the handoff. Double pass to the top court to the other side of the wing, all the way across the court. Pass back up top, pass back to the wing. Dribbles in, passes back out up top. Who tries to go up front, who air balls and goes out of bounds, but so it'll be Irvine ball. Irvine checks it in, who goes up front court on Irvine side. Irvine ball. Pass to the wing, pass it back in up front in the paint. Who tries to shoot a two-pointer, but Irvine misses, so Hawaii gets the rebound. Who's running up front court in the free throw line, who tries to throw it under the rim, but it gets tipped away by Irvine, so it'll be Hawaii ball. Hawaii pass it in the corner, who tries to go run it in on the sideline, pass it back out behind on the wing on the other side of the court. Try to go back out, shoot a three, and she misses by a whole bunch, but at least it's a little bit of the rim, and the ball is loose for everybody diving on the floor, but that causes another jump ball. The possession is heading towards Irvine, so it'll be Irvine ball. Ball pass to the wing with a screen with a handoff. She heads back up top of the three-point line. Pass to the wing, pass back up top, pass to the other side of the wing, pass back top of the three-point line. She tried to bully herself in, but she's going behind the three-point line and back up with power, but couldn't let it fall. She get knocked over because she ran into a moving defender. So it'll be a foul, and there's a timeout on the floor. So we'll be back after this commercial break. And we're back from commercial break. You see Irvine shooting 2 free throws, bouncing the ball, trying to get her concentration on the rim. Shoots it, makes the first free throw. One more free throw. Referee letting know everybody. Pass the ball to the free throw shooter, who shoots a free throw, who makes another one to make the score 16-16 with 4:57 left in the second quarter. Full court pressure by Irvine, and she throws it all the way to the wing to make it front court. Couple passes to both sides of the wing, back up court, back and forward, and wing and top of the 3-point line. She runs to the wing, who's stuck, being surrounded, pass it back up top, pass it to the other side of the wing, pass it back up top, who's wide open, but she decided to go in, shoots a 2-pointer, air boss for a shot clock violation. Irvine ball. Irvine checks it in, goes up top of the 3-point line, passes to the wing with a screen. Person who had the ball on the wing goes up top, passes back to the wing where she was before, pass it back in the paint, pass it back out corner, pass it back up top, a screen, she goes up in the paint, pass it back out with a wide open 3-point shooter, and she misses, rebound Irvine though, pass it back out, she goes back in, rejected. So it'll be Irvine ball. Get in for a 2-pointer, and it's good for Irvine, who makes the 2-pointer to make the score 18-16 Irvine, with 3:40 left in the second quarter. Hawaii checks it in, launch it all the way to the front court. They're calling a play. They're confused, so the coach is yelling at them. They're passing back and forth between the wing and top. Steps back, fake a shot, pass it back in the paint, pass it back out for a 3-pointer, and a 3-pointer is good for Hawaii to make the score 19-18 Hawaii. Check the ball in all the way to the front court. Irvine, who runs in the paint. She passes it back out for a 3-pointer, but she doesn't take the 3-pointer, so she runs back in and go for a layup, but she couldn't follow through. Hawaii gets the rebound, who runs up front court, passes it in the paint, and for an easy layup for a 2-pointer, Hawaii, make it 21-18 Hawaii. Hawaii checks it in the backcourt, who goes in their side of the court. She handoff pass in the wing, a screen, a pass up in the paint, but there's a foul. Hawaii was holding Irvine's arm, pulling it, so she couldn't shoot the ball, so be side out for Irvine ball in play. She passes the ball up top of the 3-point line, try to go in the paint, pass the ball back out to the wing, who drives back in, tries to shoot 2-pointer, but got rejected again. Hawaii rejects Irvine, so it'll be Irvine ball still with 11 seconds left to shoot the ball, or else it'll be a shot clock violation. Irvine looking for somebody open. She launch it up to the free throw line, who goes back up in the 3-point line to the wing and couldn't make the 3-pointer to fall. But they got the rebound, the person who shot the ball, and passes the ball back out to the 3-point line with another handoff, a screen in the paint, ball back up top, who drives in. Irvine couldn't make the 2-point shot. He did get fouled, so she'll be heading to the free throw line. Referee letting know everybody is 2 shots. Hands the ball to the free throw. Shots the first shot, and she misses off, bounces in and out, so it does not go through. It's 21-18 Hawaii. She misses both free throws, but rebound Hawaii. So the score stays 21-18 Hawaii. Runs up court, passes to the wing, pass it back top, pass it back to the wing, pass it back to the other wing, pass it back up top, pass it to the wing, runs it in the paint, pass it back out in 3, back in the paint. Irvine rips the ball out the Hawaii hand without fouling, and they run up court, who goes in the paint, pass it back out up top, the 3-point line, runs in, pass the ball back out, runs in, pass the ball back out, a fake pass up to court, a pass to the other wing, 2 fake passes, runs in, pass the ball back out, a screen. She's being double teamed. She shot the ball off a defender head, so it's a shot clock violation, and it's Hawaii ball with 1 minute and 5 seconds left in the first half. The ref is calling over a Hawaii player to check in the ball, so she checks in the ball, who hands the ball back up, who passed the ball back and forward, walk up court, a screen, she denies the screen, passes the ball to the wing, a fake pass up in the paint, pass back up top, pass to the other wing, pass up top, pass in the paint, pass back to the wing, and she shoots a three-pointer, and it's no good. Irvine gets the rebound, passes to a wide open teammate who runs up court to the wing for a play call, a screen, runs up in the paint, a fake shot, couple fake shots. Hawaii player rips out a ball out of Irvine's hands and running to their side of the court. Shot clock off. Hawaii gonna look to try to get the last shot of the half in the second quarter. A screen, another screen, run to the wing, pass ball back and forward, runs up to the free throw line, misses, a rebound, another shot, another miss, rebound, Irvine, and that ends the half. The third quarter, the beginning of the second half. We'll be back with another video for that third quarter.